Hello. Oh my god, the cars outside. Hello, hello. How is everyone? It's been 1 week since my last stream, but I feel like I've been streaming weekly nowadays. How is everybody? So I've been working. I think the last time I did this, we were finishing coloring up the Ishgard stuff. So we've moved on to Stormblood. I managed to do most of this within the week. So it's just this. I could have finished this in the evening. Well, maybe not finished, but I could have made good progress in the evening. But I wanted to kind of leave this for this stream, because I was thinking about it, and I can only stream Monday and Wednesday, but Wednesday I do have my first collab that's not with my husband. My first collab that's not with Andrew. My first collab with some friends, and this Wednesday. So if I want to stream this week, it has to be today. So yeah, it has to be today. So hope everybody is doing well. There was a convention this weekend that I didn't really go to. I didn't participate in it. I was like, oh, it's just a funny convention that I kind of went down for a bit. Maybe a few. Was it even a few hours? It felt like I was there for maybe 15 minutes, and then I just kind of left. So I don't know if I was really there for I don't think I was really there. It was just I just went down to see some stuff, and then I booked it out of there because I think I went too early. I met a friend for lunch, and that was about it. But I didn't really have any other plans after that. It was just yeah, okay. Anyway, let's just keep working on this. Keep working on this for now. Usually I would just draw over, but I think this one's a bit difficult, so I'm just gonna use a multiply layer and hope for the best. I don't draw backgrounds often. In fact, it's my enemy. I'm just like everybody else except geniuses, where I'm really bad at drawing backgrounds, but I've been trying to at least draw a bit more to fill in the spaces, kind of pushing myself out of my comfort zone and stuff. It's a bit scary though. I feel when I draw the backgrounds, I still have this habit of using overusing the blur tool, Gaussian blur and stuff, so that hold on. Let me recalibrate. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Let me recalibrate myself. My mouth is not moving. I had some problems with my camera today, so hold on. Is my mouth moving? My mouth moving. My mouth. Hello. Yesu? Hold on. How are you now? Oh my god. La. A bit laggy. Wait, really? It's not laggy on my screen. What? Hold on. Okay, well. I mean, I feel the mouth tracking on this webcam has never really been good, cause I'm using a webcam instead of instead of an iPhone. I tried using my current iPhone, but my current iPhone heats up way too much to really do anything, so I was just whatever. But yeah, I hope I didn't go to Doki Doki Market, but I hope that everyone who went kind of had an okay time. I don't know, I heard that the crowd was really bad and stuff, and it probably wasn't that I don't know, I just hope it was good, basically. I hope it was I'm yapping. I'm not yapping. I don't know anything. Actually, like, how far has like the tea spread? How far has the tea spread? I know like some stuff, and I know that people know stuff, but like what's been spreading? Oh my god, Clement, hello, welcome. Most of Coscom knows. Oh my god, man, yeah, I saw like people like share the post by Soup. I have 5 different groups talking about the document. Which document are you guys seeing? Is it just the chat logs one? Is it just the chat logs, or are you guys seeing like a different document? The full one? Oh my god, wait. I thought that wasn't supposed to be shared around. Yeah, I thought it wasn't supposed to be shared around. Oh, because they were still editing it and stuff. Both got taken down? Oh my god. Okay, well. I was told that the chat logs one was okay to be shared. I mean, not that I sent it to anybody though. Like, I got... Yeah, I got both, but like from what I heard from my sources, the 111 page one is not supposed to be shared around because they're still like working on it. So I don't know. Like apparently that one wasn't meant to be shared around, but I guess whoever leaked it in the first place didn't get the memo. I don't know. You could tell that it was still like a work in progress though, but yeah, oh boy. I don't really want to talk about it here though. Like I feel like since it's not like officially released by the team itself, like I shouldn't really say anything, but I guess did I get the comp suit? No, I got like, okay, I don't really know if I should call it food poisoning because I guess it's more like indigestion, and there's a lot of gas in my stomach. So it's not that I'm really like, it's not that I'm sick with like the flu or anything. I'm just sick in the stomach. Yeah, I took some meds though, but like I guess I have to eat like I have to eat real healthy for a while. I've got to eat miserable for a while, but otherwise I'm okay. It's it was kind of bad this morning, like the pain, like, you know, like lying down was a bit much because like you know when you lie down your stomach stretches and you're just like ah, and then like if I try and like, you know, like hug my bolster, and then, you know, like when you hug your bolster your stomach curls in, and then you're just like, oh oop. Disregarding the tea, I actually thought the event was overall great. That's what I heard from like some people. Like they said that actually the event, like, I mean, different people were saying different things. Like I think like some people were saying that it was good for them, while other people were saying that like they couldn't really, it was hard to breathe and stuff. And there were some people who were saying that because they were kind of all the way in the corner, like they didn't get any traffic at all for like the first day. So I guess it sounds the same as Dojima. It sounds the same as Dojima actually, but how do you guys feel about for people who went in, how do you guys feel about the space within? Like for both the, I assume that both sides are here, like the boothing side and the con goer side. Like I assume they're both here. Like was it super squeezy? Like super congested? On the second day the crowd seemed to shift to the other side. Wait, what do you mean by the other side? Isn't it just one hall? Like even like the hall itself is like half of the hall on day one was like congested, then the second day was the other side that was congested? Oh, okay. I thought like because it's only one hall, so it's like there wouldn't be like any half to go to or something, because I don't know, like it's, but then again it is still like 300 booths, I guess. Yeah, then again it is still 300 booths, so I guess like people still didn't want to go through all the booths. Was day one congested on one side because of Anne's MNG meet and greet? Huh. To be fair, I really didn't go in, so I'm like, I actually have no idea how it's going on. So I have seen pictures though, because like I got some friends, including one of them who was boothing there. Like I got them to take some photos for me. Yeah. for like how was the for people who booth, like how was the boothing like space? Because like I saw in Soup's post that she said that the chairs were literally like touching each other. It was like back to back. So like was wondering how like you guys felt about it. Like did you feel that it was a lot more cramped compared to Dojima, or like did you feel that it was the same, or do you feel it was better kind of thing? There's some stream lag, so I will wait for the answers to come in. Hello, Rayone. I was lucky with the wall boost, I had a lot of space. That's what Leppy told me as well. Cause like we met outside, and then she said that yeah, like you guys got the wall booth, so like you guys had a lot of space, but she wasn't sure about like the people that were within that didn't get the wall booth. Thank you for encouraging Leffy to I feel a bit when she told me that, then I was just like, what? Like, wait, hold on, did I really say that? Oh my god, I can't remember what the context was when I said that, but like when I heard it, I was like, wait, actually that sounds kind of insensitive, right? It's like, you draw? Why don't you just make money out of it? It's like stuff that people wouldn't say to other, and I'm like, wait, did I say that? Oh shit. Ants meet and greet was handled quite carelessly in my opinion. First day the event was asking for $150 for a meet and greet. Closer to the end of the second day they announced the price was reduced to $20. That's what I heard as well. Like apparently from what I know, the ticket sales for Anyako did not meet their expectations, so they reduced the price drastically so that they could get more sales. But $20 is way too much, man. Like 20 like reducing to $20 is way too much. Like what the hell? Like what? Well, what about the people like did anybody complain? Like anybody from the public, did they like complain and stuff? It was like that sounds like bullshit. People in Singapore really listen to ENVAs in general. I agree, yeah. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, wait. No one answered my question. Well, actually, Ryane did, but Clement, were you at the wall booth? Did you feel that your booth space was enough? Like, do you feel that your... Actually, I don't know, because it seemed like the people I know were at the wall booth. Like I talked to 2 people, including Leppy. Mine was middle but corner booth. End of the row. So did you still have enough space? Do you feel like you had enough space, if that's the case? Because the 2 people I talked to, including Leppy, like said that they got the wall booths, so like to them like they got a lot of space, but they couldn't say the same for like the people who didn't get wall booths. As space thanks to one side being unobstructed. I see. Okay, so I know Sherms also got a wall booth. we have no one who got a badge, unless like I guess the only testimony is from Soup herself, who said that the chairs were like really like back to back. But the others I spoke to, they said it felt like Dojima. Okay, because for Dojima, I felt like I had a lot of space. But then again, I was at like the corner booth, not at the wall, but I was at the corner booth, so maybe that was it. Chairs at cushion. Yeah, I heard the chairs at cushion. I'm like, what? Did anyone take a photo of the chair? I want to see. I should have asked like my friend to take a photo of the chair. Fuck. Oh my god, when's your video coming out, Clement? I want to see your video about this event. Like when do you think your video is coming out? Have it on video but not out yet. Okay. When? I'm so excited. Every time like a convention ends, then I'm just like, I wanna see the Clement T video. Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday. Guys, mark your dates, mark your calendars, whatever. June 12. June 12. Yeah, they want the Clement T. Drop your YouTube, sir. I can drop his YouTube. Hold on. I think I linked it at the end of my at the end of my thread about boofing. Hold on, let me find it. How is this like? There's this drama YouTuber that's still live. He's been live since like I don't know, 2 fucking PM or something. Okay, here's the video. Here's the YouTube. Review the video on that stream you're guesting on. No, we don't have time, man. We don't have time. We gotta talk about what we gotta talk about first. Okay, and if there's time, then we watch the video, assuming it's not like 2 hours long. Thank you, Min, for doing a shut up about it. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I think you deserve more, honestly, because like you always give like the smaller events a chance. Like Dojin Fest, you give it a chance when like most people won't even sign up. By most people, I also include myself, right? But then like you would just go and try, you know, and you are very supportive of like the smaller events. I wish more people were like you. If you get my drift. I wish more people were like you know, if you get my drift. You know, like think about supporting smaller events, you know, think about supporting each other and not like, you know, treat each other as competition and stuff. I feel like if the event was successful, then like she probably didn't need to worry that much about competitors and stuff. So it's a bit unfortunate, I guess, that she was so caught up with that. Hee hee ha ha, what you laughing about, sir? What you laughing about? It's actually damn funny. What do you mean? What do you mean? Which part is funny? Which part is funny? But yeah, I just think it's kind of, I don't know. I just think it's kind of sad, I guess. It's like she has money, and I think that's why like she was able to book it. Like part of me is like, you know, it seems like the convention was largely successful because of her friends who helped her like with everything, and like, but the thing is, it was only really possible because she provided the capital, right? So part of me wants to be like, oh, you know, I kind of hope that maybe like her team will be able to like take over like without her, and then maybe they can continue making the events with like proper decision making and stuff. But the thing is, like, they don't have the money. I think like the money came from her, and that's why like it was possible to like book all this stuff. So it's a bit sad, I think. It's like, damn, you know, the person who has the money is the one that's like causing so much trouble. But I mean, in a way, it's like if it wasn't for her, I guess like we wouldn't have this event. And I'm kind of glad. Like, I heard that for some people it was better than Dojima, which is good, because I think after like Dojima produced like mid to very disappointing sales for a lot of people, I hope that they really did manage to like recoup their losses at Doki Doki, like legit. I really hope they do, because I don't know, like it's anyway, yeah. But I'm glad that you guys kind of had a good experience. Did Lucy go? Lucy, did you go like inside, or were you just sipping up the tea like no one's business? You didn't? Okay. I feel like you would have a lot to say if you did, though. I was making takoyaki at home. Why do we all have takoyaki machines? That's so funny. We should all like combine the power of our three takoyakis. Like you, me, and Mitz. You were touching grass. You were touching grass and not being a weeb. Takoyaki fucking hard to make, bro. I don't know. Andrew always does it. Andrew always does it. I just eat. I think she said she had one. I think she said she had one. We got gifted one, I think. I don't think we bought ours ourselves. Like we were gifted it. And Andrew gets a lot of like Andrew gets a lot of like cooking stuff for like gifts and stuff, because like, so it's all like we have a air fryer. The air fryer was also gifted to us. I won the rice cooker, and then like, wait, no, the air fryer wasn't gifted to us, we bought it. But like my mother-in-law like gave us or more like my in-laws in general. Like they gave us like a slow cooker for Christmas, I think. Yeah, for Christmas. You're like, tofu, that's what she does. That's right, I'm a big fat dog. I just eat. I'm big and fat, and that's why I'm running, because I'm trying to lose weight. Damn, I love air fryers, they're amazing. I feel like we've only been using it like to make like very basic stuff. Eat more, you're still skinny. No. I can't, like my belly is like oh my god, you say eat more, but you see what that has gotten me. I wonder if it's because like I had yakiniku go on Saturday, and I don't know whether maybe I got skill issue and I didn't cook the beef properly. I don't know. It's either that or like the curry rice that I ate on Sunday and like the cabbage was funny. But I felt like I was getting a bit of the rumblies on Saturday already. It's just Sunday when like it started becoming like more severe. Oh no. So relationship buff, chubby and happy. Honestly, I started to gain like a lot of weight like after I got married, because like I think my in-laws feed me too well, and then Andrew continues to feed me too well, and then I'm just like I'm round, I'm a round girl. I'm round, so round, like a little ball. Bouncy ball, my god. But yeah. Does your air fryer go up to 220, or is it one of those 210s? You're asking the wrong person. I've never touched the air fryer besides to like clean it. I've never like remember that I do not cook. I do not cook. No wonder you're everywhere, because you're always around. Oh my god. I'm timing you out. I'm kidding. I'm timing you out. Oh, wait, what happened to my... Why did my fan suddenly turn off? So scary. I'm kidding. Andrew, Lucy is fat shaming me. I'm kidding. But yeah, no, it's true though. Like, but it's kind of sad, because do you guys remember the competition that Dojima held like forever ago, like before COVID? I'm joking. But you go to nah. He's a gentle guy. He won't beat you up. In fact, he'll probably laugh at me. But yeah, do you guys remember like the speed drawing competition that Dojima held before COVID? Like before like they took a break from the COVIDs. So like yeah, like so I won that competition. Yeah. And like and the photo of me like holding up the winning prize, because like they took a photo, it's like, oh, prize presentation, yay, and then like there's a photo of me that's on their Instagram if you search, and like I was looking at it, I was like, wow, like the difference between then and now is kind of staggering. Actually, you know what, don't find that picture, but I was looking at it because my sister sent it to me. Is that studio? Wait, what do you mean by studio? I think that was held in Suntec though. That year it should have been held in Suntec, I think. I'm not sure about what studio you're talking about, but yeah, I look at it sometimes, like my sister sent it to me because she said she tried to find me on Insta, but little did she know, I deleted my Insta. I'm no longer on Instagram. The one who gave you a tablet, were they not from Wacom? I thought they were part of Wacom. They're not. But he called me up the Wednesday of the following week and said like, hey, we have some work from you from Wacom. So I assumed that he was just under Wacom. Huh. That's so funny. Okay. But yeah, like I think he was a judge. I mean, I don't doubt it, but he did call me up like the following week and said that like, oh, like as part of Wacom, like he was like, he wanted to call me up for the job. It's the if you guys saw my tweet on like how a certain company like called me up and wanted to get me to do rush work for free. It was that guy who called me up, but he said it was Wacom though. I'm not sure. Did he just like did he just like anyhow said Wacom's name? That's so funny. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. Maybe it was actually like his studio work, and then like and then like he just used like Wacom's name. I seriously thought that he's always been from Wacom. Oh dear. Okay, mayhaps I did a boo-boo. Mayhaps I did a boo-boo. But yeah. I'm running now anyway. Like I run every week now. I'm trying to be a healthy girl. But I feel like ever since I started running, like I've been falling sick a lot more. Like I've just been like I think last year I don't usually take like MCs. Like I don't usually take MCs, so like I was quite healthy in the sense that, you know, I didn't need to take sick leave. And like within this year, I think I've already used up at least like 3 to 4. So I have no idea what's going on. I'm just a sickly little bastard, I think. Like I'm not sure. Like I don't know if it's my body like adjusting to like suddenly, oh my god, she's moving, oh shit, or if it's just like, oh, you know, I'm just getting older and it's the debuff hitting me or something. I have no idea. But yeah. Speaking of which, let me link something. Hold on. After I color this. Old debuff indeed. Old debuff. You're older though, so if you say old debuff, you also have that debuff. Ring Fit didn't make you sick, so it might be the weather in general. Old debuff very well also. True, we all have old debuff, because everyone saying old debuff is older than me. Okay, wait. Let me link the tweet again. Copy link. Okay, so for people, I went out to a Nerf game and my knees died for 3 days. Oh my god. Oh, debuff. Okay, so this is a Twitter link to a guy's I don't really know what to call him. A guy's like spreadsheet of like the events that happen in Singapore, and also like a general artist slash cosplayer list of people who usually booth in Singapore. I would recommend like taking a look, sharing it around would be very helpful, because I think the guy is trying to make this more you know, he's trying to make this more he's trying to get this out there. So if you guys could share it around to your friends, like even maybe not just on Twitter, like, you know, in like private messages or shit like that, like in group chats, all that kind of stuff, like I think it would be really helpful, because he's only just one person. He can't really like provide an extensive like artist list himself. So if you know anyone who's willing to like help out, or maybe you guys can help set up like you guys can contact him to set up like, oh, you know, here like set up a form and it's like, hey guys, you want to be added to this list, like please like write your, you know, like write your name here or stuff like that, you know, because I think it's a very good list. And I think he's done like a really good job in like really trying to compile everything. He said like I don't know this guy at all, like I don't know who he is, but he messaged me with this document one day and he was like, hey, like I've actually been doing this for myself for a few years now, but then I decided that this, like with the current situation, it might be good if I release this to the public. And he asked me if I could look through the document to see if like I had any feedback. So I gave him the feedback and he actually did change it, yeah, according to feedback. It used to be a personal list, but now it's now he wants to, he thinks that it will be useful to the public, so that's why he's also like sharing it now. But yeah, so I think he's always like he wants to make it better, because like, you know, this you know, like I think it really can be helpful, especially for people who are like, what's the next event, because now we have so many events, right? It's a bit hard to keep track. And like again, he's only one person, so if anyone like, you know, maybe you guys have some lobang who can help to collate artist names or like cosplayer names, you know, stuff like that, and they don't mind like helping the guy out, like yeah, just helping him, sharing it around and stuff. Events calendar is useful. Yeah, so yeah, I think the events list he can probably like manage by himself, but obviously if there's a better directory to the artists and stuff. Not too sure about necessity of a cosplayer artist list though. Well, I think like I feel like having it there might be better than having nothing. You get what I mean? Because in a sense that it's like, oh, you know, because it links to their social media as well. So maybe you're like, hey, there was this artist that I really like, and because like that in the artist list there's a like one of the columns, it's like, oh, the last event they were at. So you could probably like, if you really want to, you like, let's say someone wants to find the artist, they could like use that list to maybe find them if like, let's say they didn't get their card or anything, you know. So I think it's better than nothing in a sense. It's like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know where this artist is, I don't know who the artist is, something like that, you know. And I think in general it's good for like just getting people out there. But yeah, other than that, I think the events list itself is already quite like good, so it's worth sharing just for that, like worth sharing around. But yeah, I don't know how up to date he is with the events in Singapore, but he seems quite up to date though, because like there's some event, I looked through the list, I was like, what are these events? I didn't even know like some of these events happening. But to be fair, like I know very little about the events happening in Singapore, to be honest. Like I kind of just go for the big ones, like for the more well-known ones, and then like I just kind of like peace out. I just kind of peace out. Nails, yippee. But yeah, him. I think like we too old to move and make new things, everyone. Yeah, I mean we're not freelancers. I feel. I mean, Shams is the only one that's really doing it out of the people who are joining like the podcast. I think Shams will have a lot to say for Wednesdays like podcast, because Shams is the only one out of the three of us who really does this like full time. So I think she'll have a lot of she'll have a lot of insight, I guess. But yeah. Bad little pillow charm. I think like by the way, if you guys have any questions like on boofing or like just like stuff you maybe want to hear us talk about, like feel free to put it like under Ryone's tweet. Yeah, feel free to put it under Ryone's tweet. Actually, let me link the tweet here. Where is it? Let me link the tweet here. So like if you guys have any you know, stuff you might want to say, or like stuff you want to ask, or like hey, can you guys talk about this, you know, like maybe you can put it under that tweet and then we'll see like whether we have time to answer and stuff. Otherwise, like we kind of have like a list of stuff to talk about. I say that, but like I know the list, but I haven't really thought about anything yet. I'm probably just gonna like yap, rely on like on impulsive yapping to get it across. I don't know. I'm not very sure. I feel like in a sense I'm kind of scared, because I feel like a lot of the stuff that I want to say I've already said in like the, you know, the video I did the stream I did after Dojima. But we'll see. I think maybe like once there's 4 of us there, like all 4 of us are gathered, I might think about more to say, but I'm not sure. Like for now it's just like it feels like I've already talked about this, but I guess I could say it again. But yeah, please come into the... It's gonna be on Ryone's channel. I don't know if the rest are planning to stream it on their side, but I don't plan to. Because like, I feel like it's not very intuitive if like the audience is being split between like 4 channels. So I personally am not going to, but yeah. Other than that, what can I even say about like Doki Doki? I feel like Doki Doki is just like it was just there. I'm just glad that, because I really don't want to talk about the drama. You know, it's not my place to say, I don't think, and the dog's not even out. I'm really hoping that the dog doesn't come out like before our stream. I'm hoping it comes out after like Wednesday so that no one is gonna ask about it. But yeah, but I feel like maybe it's a bit like, maybe it's a bit too late since it seems like almost everybody knows about it. It's good that the event went off mostly without Hitch. It is, yeah. I don't know if I'll say if I'll credit her for it though. I feel like I would credit that to her friends that stayed up tirelessly through many nights, I'm sure, just to like help her like run this event. But then again, I don't really know her that well. I think it's a bit sad. Her team and volunteer crew, yeah. I feel like the team can really, like, because of this, they have a future. Like, I think if any other like future event team wants to like pick them up, like I think they can. But I feel like they probably wouldn't like bother anymore. I don't know. The Lethal Company pings were crucial for morale. Oh, man. Oh, no. Yeah. I wanted to say something, but I forgot. Oh, I remember. I don't know if I should say this, though. Like, do you remember that time when I talked about, like, my experience at AX? And I mentioned that like I went to a Korean like a KBBQ dinner, right? Like after AX. Do you guys remember that? So she was there. She was there. She was one of the people that was there at the dinner. I didn't really get to talk with her because she was sitting at the opposite end of the table. So mostly it was Sana and Manda who were talking to her. I didn't really talk with her, but her dad did most of the talking. She was very silent. Like I just thought she was a really shy person. So like I think it's a bit like sad for me, like conflicting in a way, because like she didn't tell me this verbally, but like she messaged on like the Discord. So cause like Zeph like made a Discord group for all of us so that we can like tell him, like it was easier for us to contact him, like, oh, you know, we are reaching this place now, we are like here, stuff like that, right? So her dad is really nice. Her dad is like very, very sweet. He was the one starting most of the conversation. Like he was very like, oh, are you all from Singapore? Like, hello Forts, Pillar Man. Pillar Man. But yeah, like she didn't talk at all, but her dad was the one starting most of the conversation. So like her dad would say stuff like hey, like, oh, you guys are all from Singapore, like, oh, how do you all started like boofing, like what made you all start boofing, kind of thing, like, right? Like it was like he just seemed very sweet, genuinely very like interested in like what other people were doing, because his daughter does it too. Is that my title now? I mean, if you want it to be. If you want it to be. Congrats on like Pillar Man merch, by the way. Lappy is streaming later, talk about boofing, you want to rate half the stream? Oh, sure. I don't know when I'll end though, but sure. Oh, thank you. Wow. How do I pronounce that name? Hold on. J4 ZHM 1 entry. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay. Cause he made the joke about the Pillar Man, I think like quite a few people found it funny. Jazz, oh wait, it's Jazz. Hello, I'm so sorry. I obviously am stupid. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Yay, thank you for dropping by. Thank you. Did you go to Doki Doki actually? Do you go to like I don't actually know who went to Doki Doki. Like I know like a few people went, a few people didn't, but like I'm not sure of how many people I know actually went. Oh my god, thank you Clement for the follow as well. Thank you. It's a bot. No, it's not a bot. You're grinding your summoner. Grinding summoner before it changes in Dawn Trail. Pillar Man, yeah, he kinda did. He created a Pillar Man. Okay, I'm glad I'm still drawing like the Stormblood part of the book so that you don't you don't get any like spoilers, but then again, like you're pretty much done with Endwalker, so there's no spoilers. Okay, but yeah, anyway, continuing my story, she didn't tell me this verbally, but she messaged on the Discord like, hey, I recognize Mints, and I was like, what? Because I've never seen this girl in my life, you know. I was like, I don't recognize this girl, nor do I recognize like her handle, right? Like I don't recognize them. So I was just like, wait, what? Oh, like from events? So I just thought like, oh, you know, maybe she knew me from like events, because like, I have been like there for a while. And she said like, oh, she said that, oh, her dad asked me about how to start boothing during my first ever event, like during Cosfest. And then like when she said that, I had this like sleeper agent like activate, when I was just like, wait, and then I looked at her dad and I was like, wait, I do remember your dad. I like when I started my first event in Cosfest, like all the way in what, 2012, 2014, something like that, like really, really long ago. Yeah, like I think 2012 or something, like really long ago. And then like I remember that there was this uncle who came by, and he had this like really very shy daughter who was like hiding behind him, and like he was asking me like, oh, you know, like how is it easy to booth? Is it easy to start? Like, would you recommend it? Like, can you earn money from this? And I did tell him that, oh, this is just my first event, but it was quite fun like doing all this, and it's been quite enjoyable so far, blah blah blah. I don't know if I said all that though. I might be bullshitting. I don't think I was that eloquent at that age, but yeah, 2012. I've definitely been boothing for at least like 12 years right now, but minus 2 years because of COVID. So, but yeah, and then like obviously when she told me, like you guys know how upset I was about AX. So when she told me this, it obviously like lifted my morale quite a bit. It's like, oh wow, okay, so like I'm glad that she still remembers me, and like, oh, you know, like I'm glad that I could help somewhat in starting her booth journey. And like, you know, oh, she got into AX, like that's cool, you know, like that's great, right? And I was genuinely like quite happy. And then like after I came back, and then I heard like a lot of things, not after I came back, but you know, like recently when like I heard everything, and I was just like, I was just I was like, man, okay. I was just like, oh, I don't know whether I should be happy anymore. Is it my fault? I mean, I feel like she would have started boothing regardless, I think, but is tea being spilled? I'm just mesmerized with the coloring. It's not really like too much tea. I'm just talking about my personal experience, because I don't want to share any of the tea that's been going around, since it's not publicly released as of yet, and I don't feel like it's my place to talk about it also. Funny how though, yeah, I was like, wow, what a coincidence, you know, like I still think it's kind of sweet. It's just that well, I guess I let's just say that I can't really feel as happy about it anymore, but yeah. That's been something I kept thinking about ever since like rumors started popping out, and I was just like, like but how would I know, right? How would I know? I'm just some person, and I was literally like, no way, I shouldn't say my age. I was literally like below 20 then, so I wouldn't have known. I guess it's not really anything to do with me. It's just very unfortunate, I guess, that I can't really feel like too happy about it anymore, because I feel like I would want to feel happy for someone's success, you know. I'm still 17, guys. Lamau, wait, I can't. No. I'm married, so I can't be 17. I can't be a minor. I have to be at least 18. I'm forever 18, guys. I'm forever 18. Yippee! Hi, Kay. Yeah. I don't know. Now I feel like talking about FF14 again. Like just to like change the topic. I don't know what other things to talk about, honestly. I think boothing has changed a lot. First helped my elder sister booth at Cosfest in the mid-2000s. Oh my god, wait. By mid-2000s, do you mean like 2005? Is that mid-2000s, or do you consider like 2010? and like the years following also mid 2000s. That's really early. You are the true veteran. You and your sister are the true veterans. Does your sister still booth? That's very interesting to hear though, because I feel like the only other people that I know who have boothed that long are Sana and Manda, I think. And maybe like Circus Usagi, because Circus Usagi was like started boofing like real long ago. Also like I've known JY for a while, but I think cause during my first event at Cosfest, like she also was there, and she actually commissioned me because I had commissions open, and she commissioned me, and then she gave me like her name card, and then she was like, oh, by the way, once you're done with it, you can just like pass it to me at my table if I don't come to collect it. And I was like, okay. And then I went to a table and she gave me a name card, or I was like, oh, can I take your name card? And she was like, sure. And then I remember I went to like search her up, and I was like, yo, what? Her art is sick. So like technically she was one of like the earlier Min's supporters. She looked at this scrunkly child and she was like, buy her art. She's crocheting for fun now. She only booth a couple of times or so. I think that's good though. I feel like now it's like, unless you're really doing it as a full-time, it can be a bit hard to keep up. Like I considered stopping a lot. Like I actually wanted to back out of Dojima actually. I think I owed stuff, so it's time to throw it away. It's time to throw it away, Forts. Yeah, like I considered not going for Dojima, but I'm kind of glad that I still went. Only because like it seems like a lot of people did really like the cups, like the Dungeon Meshi cups, and I did get to meet like friends there. Like when I think about it, it's like the only thing that will really like make me continue to booth is that I still get to see friends there, you know. Like it's a bit weird. Like I'm so used to having the boofer privilege for events, right? I think when I went to AX and I had no boofer privilege, I was like, wow, oh my god, I forgot that this is how it normally goes. I don't want to queue for stuff. Yeah, you know, I miss the behind the scenes. So I like, even though I say that I'll quit boofing, like realistically I'll feel a lot of FOMO. I'll feel a lot of FOMO and I'll be like, I got a queue to go in. So like maybe I might still continue with. It's just that right now I don't know how long I can keep it up though, because it's really getting more and more expensive and it's hard. See, right, the Torabu Zain's the FOMO. Yeah, the FOMO is real. Oh my god, the Torabu Zain. So like feeling FOMO too. All my friends are boofing, but you've always been like such a good supporter though. That's why it's like when like Fort has always really been like such a good supporter of like the artists here in Singapore. So like when he was like accused of like, oh, you know, he just wants to like bring like DDM down and stuff, and I was just like, he's not like that, guys, please. You know, genuinely was like quite scared, quite sad as well. But yeah. Fast is great. It's okay, you're a tank. No, you play monk. You play monk. Wait, is this? Oh, it is. Okay. But yeah, it's just a bit sad, I guess. Like, I lost my train of thought. Oh right. So like the Token Rambuzan, I actually found it like recently again because I had to help my dad like clear out like some warehouse stuff, and then I found it and I was just like, oh my god, it brings back memories. Congoer since 2008. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot that this is not on a separate layer. He's so veteran. Woo! Okay, wait. I'm messing. My layers are so messy. Oh dear. Made more friends from that thread actually. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. Okay, I'm glad that you managed to like get something good out of it. Like I think you're very mentally strong. Like I think I would have like collapsed from like. Oh wait, give me a minute. Okay. Yeah, I think I would have collapsed from like all the stuff that people were saying. Like, I would have. Did you at least enjoy the convention though? Like, I heard that you had some choice words to say, but like, do you at least like have like a good time? I don't know, like as much of a good time as you can have in that kind of situation. I hope no one recognized you though. Like, I mean, I don't know why they would, but I just hope no one recognized you. Like I was so scared. I just saw like Forts like when I was outside, but he looked busy and he was like rushing in, and so I didn't go and say hi. Okay, wait, hold on. Miss Tummy's acting up again. Ooh, ah. Stummy. Whew. What is that? What are you watching? Andrew, what are you watching? What the hell did I just see?
Crimes!
Oh my god, that squirrel is killing a man. What? Oh my god. What's going on? Okay. Boosts were good at least. That's good. Feng Yu. Do we even have Feng Yu? Andrew, do we even have like Feng Yu in the house? That ointment you put on your stomach when it hurty.
No.
Yeah, we don't. We don't. I will endure it like a champ. I'll wait for the tea to get served, then I voice. Yeah, true. Do you and Andrew have your PCs next to each other? It's like a 90-degree formation. It's like an L formation. So, he's at my left side. I almost said right. I can't tell. I've ever since playing FF14, I've lost my ability to tell left from right. So annoying. Like I was so good at telling left from right at during like P10S, and then like after I completed that fight, I lost my ability. Like I became an FF14 player. Apply Pipakao. I also don't have Pipakao. I don't. I tried Pipakao and I didn't really like it. I'm sorry. I didn't really like it. Yeah. I feel like I was in the middle of something, but my short-term memory is like, you enjoy Laokama? Yes, I love Laokama. You can't cancel me for that. I am, John Cena is right, and Laokama is great. It's actually so good. Like, what the hell? But yeah, that one approved. I think like the thing is, I don't really like the sweet medicinal kind of taste. So I don't really like Red Bull. I don't really like Pipakao as well. And I think like my mom made me drink too much of she made me drink too much of what's that thing? There was this like syrup that like it was in an orange bottle, but when you pour out, it's like cream colored syrup, like really old, like it's like from my childhood. She would make me drink it like every night before I sleep, because it was supposed to help me like with my vitamins, and supposedly it was supposed to help me to see better, because you guys know my eyes are bad. But like, did my eyesight improve? No, I think it got worse. My fault. I think so. Yeah, the cod liver oil. It had another name, right? Like I don't remember calling it by cod liver oil. I remember calling it by like something else, but like I think because of that, like I got so sick of it. I was like, yeah, 我不要喝, like I don't want to drink this. 我不要, and my mom is like, you better drink this. 你给我喝, kind of thing. So I'm a bit like I think that kind of like syrup thing, I'm a bit PTSD towards. I was also force-fed as a kid. Laokama fried toast, that actually sounds so good. That actually sounds really good. Andrew, it's time to make it.
Huh?
Laokama fried toast.
Do you want your stomach to heal?
I'm not saying now. I'm saying like eventually we should try it.
No, it's expired. No.
Okay, well we can get a new one.
Or we can eat the old one, yeah.
Yeah, no. There's a version of the Laokama that Singapore doesn't bring in. It has beef/meat in it. What? Why don't they bring it in? Is it because like there's a rule for? Why don't they bring it in? They bring in the what are the flavors? We have the original one, and we have the what was the other flavor that my mom let me try? The black bean one, I think. It was more black bean and shit. So it was like saltier, but it tasted quite nice actually. I love the mala one, but try the beef one. Yeah, the mala one is so good. Like, I think the black bean, I wouldn't eat it with rice because it's really too salty, but I think I had it like when I went to my family's place and like my dad made some like noodles that my grandma used to make, and the black bean one went really well with those noodles, more than the mala one did. But my mom was like, oh, I don't really like the mala one, but she bought it. She bought it. My sister also was like, yeah, the black bean one is nicer if we pair it with the noodle, but like probably the usual one, like we wouldn't pair it with, we would still just eat the mala one, I think. Sounds great, especially it's the chewy glass noodles. It's more like it's normal kind of noodles, I think. I don't know. It's like a thing that my grandma. It's like this specific noodle that my grandma used to make, and like she's not around anymore. So I'm glad that my dad knows how to make it because she's not around anymore. Wait, hold on. Where is my MAGNAI reference? What? Oh. MAGNAI-san. Okay, he doesn't have any special patterns or anything, so I don't have to worry. Okay, wait, actually no, I wanted to look at his collar. Do you have anything on your collar? He kinda does. I'm just gonna wing it. Like all the raps of MAGNAI I can find are like kinda shit. Because he either has his arm crossed, right? So I can't like it's very hard to find reference for his clothing here. Like I had to reference this from other people's art, because like he usually has his arm crossed and shit. Either that or he's like bending over his bed. Like he's like leaning forward while he's sitting down, so you can't really see like his chest piece and shit. And I was just like and I don't know, his head is so big, so I can't really see his collar as well. I might get some things wrong, but I'm sure MAGNAI has fans. I don't know if he has hardcore ones. I just hope I don't like anger anybody. Like I always get so scared like with the FF14 fandom, like they get so angry so easily. Ugh. Oh god. I don't know if you guys saw like the tweet I made that went like that got more attention than I would have liked, but honestly I don't know why I expect that. Every single time I make like an FF14 tweet talking about like the game itself, like somehow it goes like out there, and then I get people in my mentions who misread or like they argue with everything that I say. I'm like, my dude, I don't know who you are. Like, go away. It happens like almost every time. It's really annoying. It's like, you know, like most of them don't even follow me, so it's kind of like, do you guys just like sit around on Twitter, search everything FF14, and then like just like complain and shit because that you have nothing to do in the game? Like, is that it? It's so annoying. It's like keep your opinions to yourself, thanks. But yeah. I just hope actually, to be honest, I don't really like how I did his eyes. I think I'll just leave it like that. It's a bit plain, but I think I'll just leave it like that, because it looks more like him. Yeah, looks more him. But yeah, I hope that, I feel like FF14 fandom is a bit riled up now. I'm not sure why. I mean, okay, I know why. It's because there's no content for them to do. There's no content for them to like busy themselves over. They're just kind of like starving and stuff, but yet, you know, there's hype because of the Dawn Trail media coverage and stuff. So that's kind of why they're still active on FF14 stuff, but they have nothing to do, so all they do is just like find drama to be a part of. Like, I think now I just wish that they would be more I don't know, civil. Starfy drama style content cycle. It is, yeah, it is. It's just really like I really dislike the actually, like, shut up. Graha shipper. Wait, what? Graha shippers doxing? What do you mean? What do you mean Graha shippers doxing? Wait, what? What's going on? In 2 months, it will be the red drama side. It's true. It's true. Are you gonna participate? Are you gonna participate, Lucy? Be part of the drama. Wait, you gotta tell me about. You can't just say Graha like shippers doxing and then you don't tell me about it. What's going on? Let's start fake drama. What do you mean? Oh my god. You can find it. I've been writing a Google Doc about Elfie. Please look forward to it. I look forward to it. The Google Doc is just like Elfie is too good. She's here. I'm bored. Ayo. Then you gotta write your counter like tweet longer to like Lucy. You gotta write your like in response to Regular's last name. A Graha shipper doxed another shipper. Why? Graha would not approve of that. Why would people do? Wait, also like it's so funny. Because they didn't like the headcanon. What the fuck? Sorry. Why am I saying sorry? I swear every day. Take longer. My time with a Lucinia regular Zwe. Over here. Yeah, what? Brother. Graha would not approve of that. Graha would be like, this is not the warrior of light that something. I don't know. NPCX was like, but I'm part of that, right? Am I not? Like we are all part of that technically. We've shipped our war with like at least one NPC. I know Yuna ships herself with Oshkon now. It changes like every patch, you know. But like we're technically all part of that, no? So like I don't get it. Like is like what? You just admire? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Sure you do. You're not a War X NPC shipper. You're Yume Joshi. Like you ship yourself. You ship yourself with like. Okay, you thirstily admire Oshkon and his big ass tits. Yes. But like I'm technically like a War and NPC shipper, and like I don't really like get involved in like anything, but then again I don't really interact with a lot of people. I think you heard something. What? Oh no, oh no, what's going on? I feel like it's mostly the morning GPO side. I would imagine. I feel like that side always has a lot of like stuff, but I also don't really, you know, actually to be honest, I feel like I keep like a certain amount of distance away from most of the community. Like I'm very picky with who I follow and interact with. Like I think because in I7, like back in I7 days, I was more lax with who I was following, so I kind of follow a lot of people, and then like a bunch of them turn out to be like really toxic. Like they will start drama, and then they will start like shitting on people's like taste. They will start like saying a lot of shit, and it felt quite embarrassing because obviously like I used to talk with them in the past. I would retweet their stuff, and I was just like, oh my lord. So like I had to like break, like, you know, I just like blocked them and stuff, like broke contact, and after a while I think it was just like, wow. It was mostly after the anime like ad, because the anime brought in a lot of new fans. And yeah, I mean, you know how it is. It's like kind of like Dungeon Meshi as well. Like, you know, the anime brought in a lot of new fans, and I think like a lot of the original manga people are like, now these people shit on you for following certain people too. It's true, and it's like, what does that have to do with me? Like literally, you know. Goes to show, I thought it was the Graha shipper that was doxed because they spoke out about people using the FF14 actors' voices for AI. Oh, wait, what? I know like a lot of people like spoke up about the AI thing, like the voice actors being used for AI thing, but I didn't know it was specifically them. That's kind of, man. But I mean, yikes. I don't know. I don't know when in any case it's right to dox someone. The answer is never. So I hope the person who got doxed is okay, because that's kind of scary. Yeah. It's also kind of scary that people can just now like do anything they want just because like, oh, I don't like the way you think about fictional video game. It's it's kind of scary. Yeah. That I know, like I kind of almost feel bad for saying this because like now we're mutuals on my other account, but I know of like a few like Tancred shippers, you know, like people who ship themselves their walls with Tancred. Like I was blocked, like not my main account, for some reason my side account was blocked by a few of them, and like how I found out was really unfortunate, I think, because like at least one of them, it's always like, oh, you know, like, wow, my friend has a new profile picture, right, on their Twitter. Like one of my mutuals has a new profile picture. Like, oh, I wonder who's the artist. Maybe I'll commission them. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Then they credit the artist on their profile. And then when I click on it, it's like, oh, you are blocked from seeing this person's tweets. And I'm like, oh, okay. Where do people find the time for drama? There's so much to do in FF14 to find fulfillment. I feel like a lot of these people are the ones who started during COVID, like especially in Shadowbringers, because Shadowbringers brought about a boom, and Walker also brought about another boom. But then like because for a lot of people it was like their salvation during COVID, so a lot of people actually like rushed all the content, and they don't, and maybe like in their words they've run out of stuff to do and stuff, and I guess they're just bored. I don't know, I feel like people are just bored. I think they just need to find some other hobbies, like for real. Anyway, since the conversation has been changed to FF14, like now that the media tour stuff is out, like how do you guys feel about the for those who have looked at the media tour stuff, how do you guys feel about your jobs, your main jobs? Or are you just like, yay, you know, like whatever, it's not like I'll just play it when it's out for real? How do you guys feel about it? Like are there any, okay, I know Ezreal's a summoner main. How does Ezreal feel about the summoner stuff? And I don't know if there are any black mage mains here, but 07 to black mage mains. New button. I can't tell if you're coping or not, because I heard that the summoners and the black mages are like dooming. But then again, like everyone always dooms. Tank is struggle, more of the same. It's true. Beyond main here, yeah, I can move my ley lines. I'm glad that you're enjoying. Yeah, summoners look the same. Really, I only heard that summoners and black mages and astrologians, these three, they are quite upset about the way their rotation has been changed. I don't actually know about summoner though. I don't actually know about summoner. I feel like, what does summoner have to complain about other than, oh, it plays the exact same? Like, I don't know if the complaints about summoner, because I haven't looked at it, are like, oh, why didn't we get a change or something like that? But so I'm not sure. For black mage and astro, I kind of get it. Especially for the black mages. Like, I didn't realize that so much got taken away in exchange for your ley lines moving. Like, so much has been taken away. Like, sharp cast is gone. Why is sharp cast gone? Like, I don't understand. Why is sharp cast gone? Umbro Eyes Paradox is also gone. Some other stuff is also gone. I'm not sure why they would do that, but maybe, I mean, it's Yoshi P's like main job, so if it feels really bad, I'm pretty sure that black mages will get the fix sooner rather than later. You know, it's like his baby job. Actually, I haven't been watching media tour. My bad. I'm spoiling all of you. My bad. I honestly haven't watched the black mage stuff, is what I've heard from like other people, because I obviously only watch the classes that I play. So I've only watched some Scholar, Sage, and Red Mage. Andrew watched all the tanks except for Dark Knight. Yeah. Yippee! as a scholar main, I've never been happier. An ex-hardcore Raider mutual said the Black Mage chain made them very sure about retiring from the game. Holy fuck. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is damn. Damn. I think that's why like so many people are so skeptical about like the drop action trailer. Cause like what was it? When Seraphism like got revealed on the trailer, like on the drop action trailer, a lot of people in the scholar like the balance, like the balance Discord chat, they were kind of like, but we don't even know if it's good yet. Like don't celebrate. And I'm like, I mean, you know, just be happy about it. But then like when I see what they did to Black Mage, then I was just kind of like, okay, you know what? I guess I understand, but I still feel that I think the change mostly affects raiders. Then again, okay, to be fair, if you're a casual player, like most of the changes like will not affect you, other than if you're an Astro player and you have to keep relearning your job every expansion. It's like a new freaking job, like every expansion. It's always Astro. Like they'll be like, okay, this rotation will only be learning this for this expansion. Who knows what they're gonna change it into next year. Affects more savage optimization, I think. Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, I think it doesn't affect people who don't raid at endgame. Facts, that's me, the casual. Sure. So like, I think for casual players, like and I don't mean that like in any kind of offensive way, by the way. It's just like you don't do endgame content, that's fine. But like I think in terms for like people who don't raid, it's I don't think it will affect too much though, because technically like the BLM stuff is really only for people who want to play like non-standard. I'm just spouting words from my mouth. I'm anime music quiz enjoyer now. Alright. Astro, not gonna lie, when I heard the Astro changes, I thought that it would be cool. I thought it sounded cool. I think I thought it sounded cool because I was like, okay, there's no RNG, right? But I know that like the RNG honestly is a part of like a lot of Astro mains. Like they like that, you know, they like the added difficulty in that sense, like in the you know, leaving it to the heart of the cards and stuff like that. Like I kind of get it. But I thought that it was cool until I saw that you are fixed between using the Astro and the Umbro set. Like I think that if they made it such that you could choose which set you could use first, I think that would have been quite poggers, because it still makes you think. But I don't know. And then I heard that like, oh, their cards are no longer on. Like the amount of times that they can draw their card has been drastically lowered, and I feel like that's a little sad, because is that not how they gain back their MP? Right? Like Astro already had mana deficiency, really bad mana deficiency, like during Shadowbringers, the second tier. So like, did they not? I mean, I don't know. Maybe in the final version, like they've adjusted some numbers so that the mana deficiency is not there. But it's a bit weird though, because like by all accounts, like it sounds like it will not generate enough mana to you know, be feasible without melding piety. So I hope that's just the build that was in the media tour and not something that is actually gonna be like really affecting the Astro experience. That'll be quite sad though, because I feel like they've been shafted on like a lot. Yeah, I think that's just my thoughts. Other than that, like I've never been happier to be a scholar. I think scholar is kind of winning. I know like a lot of people are like saying that, oh, why did they give miasma 2, our miasma 2 to the sage? Why do we get Bane but on 2 minutes? Why? And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, whatever, man. Like, I'm so, I don't know. Like, I think that sages and scholars should not fight. I think sages and scholars should hold hands, and you know, and make the double shield meta like a reality, more commonplace, you know. I think we can do that. You know, we don't have to fight. We are both shield healers because our only enemy is the white mage, you know. Like, we should join our hands against the white mage. Cause those white mage mains think they're all dead. My god. I think I have a vendetta against white mages because like all the terrible people I've met, like they okay, not all of them, but most of the terrible people I've met during my early days of playing FF, they were all white mages for some reason. So like Lamau. Okay. But yeah, I hope everyone just enjoys their new jobs. Is anyone, I feel like I've asked this before, but is anyone gonna try out like is anyone planning to make like a switch for like raiding? I feel like no, right? Like I know Reiru's gonna play Scholar, I know Ezreal doesn't really raid, and I know Lucy's not gonna give up tank. Lucy's gonna be the tank boy, tank man. Don't know if anyone's actually like, I don't know anyone in my scope of friends. You're switching to Viper? I remember you saying that you really like how Viper like looks last time. Unless I got it wrong. But you're not even raiding anyway. You're gonna play like 10 minutes and then you're gonna stop. You're gonna play like 10 minutes and then you're gonna close the game, and then you're gonna give the account details to back to your friend. Oh boy. Also, like, I don't know if you guys saw like the interview that Arthur's posted with Yoshi P. Okay, it's not really an interview, it's more like the Q&A, because he said that his batch didn't get to do an interview with Yoshi P because he was too busy. So like I think they let the streamers like, they let streamers kind of like submit some questions, and then they'll pick a few to like answer, I think. And like, it was so funny because I think Yoshi P did like a little bit of a dig at Zebla, and I can't tell you how happy that made me. Like, I probably shouldn't be saying this on public, but I feel like Zebla lately has like not been very wise with her words. So it was kind of funny, I think, that he slighted her a bit, even though he said like it was not to single her out or anything. I just thought it was funny. So like the context is that I think like some people ask like, oh, you know, what's the plan for like rewards and stuff, like, you know, like there's been a lot of feedback for Endwalker, so like, you know, they were like yeah yeah. So it's like I forgot what the exact question was, but it was like asking like, oh, you know, will Dontro add this, because like this was something that was asked for a lot during Endwalker's like patch cycle. And then he started off by saying like, oh, so like he watched Zebla's video, and like Zebla like very openly said like, oh, Endwalker is the worst expansion, and then Yoshi P was like, oh, that made me quite sad. Yoshi P was like, that hurt me, that was like, I felt quite hurt by it, and it was so funny. It was so funny. He's like, please remember that we actually watch all your videos, we go around and we actually watch streams also, so like we've taken in a lot of feedback, but please remember that because that we can actually still watch it, please try to be a bit like, please try to be less harsh with your words or something. And it was so funny. It was so funny. I was like, help! If I got picked on by Yoshi P, maybe Yoshi P is watching right now. He doesn't understand English. It's fine. I don't know. I'm kidding. He understands, like Zelda was talking in English. Yoshi P, I love you. But like, yeah, like I thought it was so funny. Like if I got slighted by Yoshi P in front of my other content creator colleagues, I would pass away. Like I would just be like, you know what? I can go home. You guys enjoy media tour. I'll go home right now. It's so funny. Oh my god. But yeah, it's so good. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, I'm very evil. I'm sorry, I'm very evil. It's like, I'm not saying that she can't have her own views about it, but it was just very, I think I did watch a video. I didn't really watch a video. I watched Arthur's react to a video, because with a title like that, I don't want to watch the video, you know. Because I don't think CPU 3 needs babying like that. I would like more people criticize properly. Yeah, no, I know. I'm not saying that they are. I'm not saying that they should be babied. Like, don't take my words the wrong way. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that it's just very funny that they like, you know, chose to, like, of all the people that they could have singled out, they chose to single out Zeppler. It's just very funny to me. Like, I criticize the game a lot. There's a lot that they could improve, and I'm like, I literally just criticized it like the other day. I literally just criticized like Yoshi P's words the other day. So I'm not saying that we shouldn't criticize them. I'm just saying that like it's just funny that he said that. That's it. Hello, Lucky. Hello. But yeah, anyway, like, the one thing that I kind of remembered from the interview that really just made me question mark, and was what I made a post about criticizing, was that there was one of the questions that was like, one of the questions was that like Ann Walker focused a lot on solo content, or like the game has been focusing a lot on solo content like as of late. So like, will there be efforts to introduce more group content to the game? Because like right now it just feels like the Hall of Novice one. And like, I guess I didn't word it properly on my post, but basically it's that this was the question, right? The first question, like, will there be efforts to add more group content? And then Yoshi P said that a lot of people started playing FF14, like a lot of people who'd never touched MMOs in their life, they finally started playing 14 because they heard that there was going to be a solo mode, because a lot of gamers don't like they're too scared to play with other players, right? That's what he said, not my words, his words, right? He said that, and he says that, but right now they feel that they finished like focusing on solo content, so they're gonna start like making more efforts into preparing like group content for these solo players, because they feel like, oh, you know, now the solo players have played a long time, they are now good enough to get out there in the world, and you know, like they're ready to take on like group content and stuff. And then Llama Todd then followed up. I'm pretty sure it was Llama Todd. I think like he followed up with, okay, but will there be if that's the case, will there be an updated Hall of Novice for like these players, or like for players in general? And would it be like, you know, would they be able to like go through it kind of thing, was what he was asking, I think. And Yoshi P basically just said, no, that's not necessary, because I'm sure the community is very nice and like will be willing to like bring the players through it, you know. And then he looked at like Arthurs and Xeno and was like, right, like please be nicer to the new players. And I just felt like I get where he's coming from, but I just don't think that's really like the type of answer that you should say, because it's kind of like, yeah, it's an MMO, I get it, it's an MMO, and like usually that's how MMOs go, right? Like they don't really teach you a lot, and you kind of depend on like outside resources and like other players to teach you what to do. But I think the difference with this is that he is specifically talking about, hold on, let me drink water. Like, he is specifically talking about people who never played other MMOs precisely because, oh, thank you, I'll save my word. Precisely because, you know, they don't like. FF14 is not in a position to say that because they do a really bad job teaching new players essential battle content. yeah, like that's the thing. Like first of all, like he's specifically talking about players that join FF14 because like they want to play solo, right? They want to avoid. They are not as like keen on like playing with people as they can, and I feel like for this kind of people, I've seen like so many instances where like, you know, you can just tell someone, hey, you maybe try doing this instead, you know, instead of doing this, and they get panicky already because they're like, oh shit, like did I do something wrong? Oh shit, you know, and they start panicking, and then like stuff goes wrong, and it's like, if that's the case, right, then maybe you should update Hall of Novice, and you should make it like at least a little bit mandatory, you know. Like every time I say that Hall of Novice should at least be a bit mandatory, like people will come and say like, no, it's such boring content, you shouldn't, like why would you? And I'm like, it's such a drag, I would quit the game if I was made to go through a tutorial. And I'm like, brother, would you rather a tutorial for newer players so that they can ease into the games better? A better tutorial, by the way, not the current one, like a better tutorial. Would you rather a better tutorial that they go through, not you, that they go through, so that you don't have to do the tutorials drop like down when you play with them? Because like with your attitude, you're not going to teach them anything, right? FF14 is my first, and I picked up War as my first class. Used NPCs for a while, and Hall of Novice didn't prepare me for the tank responsibilities when I started playing with others. I would kind of disagree because like, oh wait, sorry, playing with others. Okay, that's true. Like I learned basic Hall of Novice. Like I did do Hall of Novice when I picked up tank, and it did teach me the basics. But I still got bullied. I got bullied by an astrologian in Stone Visual. I got bullied like so much. It was quite a traumatic experience for me. I got bullied to the point that I did not touch Dark Knight again until Shadowbringers came out and they changed the system. And by then Andrew had started playing, and I told him, can you heal for me? I do not want to go into a dungeon with rando healers because I do not want some people like that astrologian again. And it's like it's not even that long. I think if they update it and they can make it more compact and stuff, it's not that bad, and you get cool gear out of it, you know. I just think that, like, I don't know why it's the people who have already like completed the tutorial who are like saying this. I think it's also because of the folks who made outs. That's probably it, right? But like, so what, you know? I'm sorry. Like, I'm pretty sure the skip button will still be able to, and like, if they improve it in the way that like I think should be improved, which is cutting out the unnecessary bloat and making it a lot more compact, right? Then I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be that bad. What's with Stone Visual getting questionable players in it? I have no idea. I really don't think that having outs is a good excuse for not making it mandatory though, like honestly speaking. Even if not, because like all characters are tied to one account, maybe it's for the first account of the first character of that account, you know. Like maybe they can do something like that. Like, oh, we see that this is a second character, like you don't need to go through this again. You know, something like that. There has to be a way to be able to like pick that out, right? Like I just don't think that's a valid excuse to not make it mandatory. Like people can complain all they want, but I feel like it's better to have it than not, you know. And for this, my first MMORPG, and my husband made me do Hall of Novice when I started. Then he ran his level 90 Sage while teaching me basics. I played with NPCs for starter dungeons, and I got over my fear and played with real people. Yeah, like people need, you know, like if people don't have someone to help them through, a lot of people would be struggling, honestly. And I think we've seen like those struggling people. When I started playing Dark Knight, and this was with the old like tank system, you know, like it was like the way the Astro didn't know how to heal as well. Like they started casting Benefit when I was at 2-digit health. You think that was gonna save me? Like no, I was gonna die. And then they blame me for not using mitigations when I popped everything. They were like, why are you not using your defensive stance? And I'm like, my defensive stance is on. Then why are you dying? And I didn't know how to. I didn't dare, because I was a new player, so I didn't dare to be like, you're not fucking healing me, that's why I'm dying. So I just kept silent. Yeah. No one else in the game teaches you about enmity apart from Hall of Novice, and people don't read job skills. That's true, yeah. I know he's there like folding laundry, but that's true. Stone Vigil was when I didn't know wall to wall and I had a white mate pull ahead and die. Blame me for not handling aggro. True, in hindsight, but it was execution. Yoshi has a lot of trust on players knowing how to treat others. Yeah. You know what made me like kind of angry? Like I muted the post, right? I muted that thread the moment it got like a bit too much attention, because I didn't. Usually I don't mute threads because sometimes I feel that it's worth reading other people's opinions. But this one in particular, I was like, I know what people are gonna say. I don't want to see it, so I muted it. And Twitter still like, I don't know who, Twitter still like freaking like showed me like other people's like, oh my god, it's so annoying. Anyway, I saw a tweet that was like, I don't think it was aimed at me, but I'm pretty sure it was a result of me like making that thread. But basically they were saying that like FF14 Twitter is so funny because like you can tell who like it was kind of like you know, like people like start scaring other people that like, oh, FF14 players are rude, when in reality you can go in as a sprout and you'll meet the nicest people like on the internet. And I'm like, that is not true for everyone. Just because you've only had like good experiences, that is not the same for everybody. And I hate that like people are just saying, I've never had a bad experience, so like people are just like fear mongering. And it's like, we are like, first of all, I am not fear-mongering, and I don't think that post was necessarily about me specifically, but it was kind of like, okay, but you know, like I don't think anyone is really fear-mongering, and it is a fact that now a lot of people expect wall-to-wall as the default, and I don't like that attitude. Like I know a lot of people may disagree with me on this, but I really don't like the attitude that people say you have to pull wall to wall, if not you're a bad tank. Like I don't get with that attitude. I think it's stupid. I think if a tank who is a casual player, they might be level 90, if they choose not to pull wall to wall, let them be. If you really want people to pull wall to wall because you want to save time, ask your friends to help you, literally. Like I don't know, I can never, like I have friends who like say that, you know, like they complain when randos in their party, they're like, oh fuck, this tank doesn't pull wall to wall, and I'm like, so what? Next time you guys tank lah, you know. Next time you guys tank and one of you go as healer lor, you know. Like, so what? It, to me, it's just very like it's this kind of expectation. That's why it's harder and harder for new players to really pick it up nowadays. Just go one T. Like honestly, also it was so funny because on the final tweet of the thread, like at least what used to be the final tweet of the thread, I said something like, oh, you know, you cannot expect, I just don't think it's right to expect a community to teach sprouts when most of them expect wall to wall from like nowadays, right? Like that, I obviously said that as a slight to people who only want wall to wall, because it's like these people will have no patience to actually properly teach anything, you know. That's what that tweet meant, and I felt like that was very obviously what I meant. Like I don't know how anybody else could read that any other way, but I forgot that FF14 Twitter cannot read. So I immediately got a QRT that was like, yeah, this I agree with this take because I hate tanks who don't pull wall to wall. And I was just like, oh my god. I was just like, you cannot be serious. It's not even been 5 minutes. Did you see the healer strike thing? No, I did not see the healer strike thing. What is the healer strike thing about? That's why I think as my main, I don't always wall to wall because I'm conscious if the healer or DPS are new to the dungeon. Others will complain, but yeah. No, the thing is like people also, I thought it was quite funny because I saw some people say that, oh, like Yoshi P only plays in JP, so maybe the attitude there is different. And I'm here like I know I'm speaking in English, but I play on the JPDC, and I have my supervisor who plays on like Mana or Gaia, one of them. Like, she says that even Japanese players also expect wall to wall. So like, she plays with a friend who mains tank, and her friend will just not pull wall to wall because she doesn't like doing it. And and like, when people go like, can you pull wall to wall, she's like, no. She doesn't care. She's just like, no, like the Bugs Bunny, no, you know. And honestly, I just feel like if we really want to embrace the community culture, as like, we want to embrace this sort of like welcoming community, not everybody needs to pull wall to wall, you know. It's such a like, when I started playing, there was no such thing. I don't know why it came to be. I always appreciate when a tank does small groups first to test the party and skill dynamics before attempting wall to wall. Yeah, exactly. Actually, for me, I kind of do like the opposite. I'll pull like both packs at first, and then I'll see like how it goes. But that's also why I play warrior in dungeons, because if the healer cannot handle it, I can heal myself. But like, if I feel that, oh, okay, they are a bit not used to it, then I will just not pull. I'll just not pull wall to wall for like the rest of the dungeon. But usually I will pull like first, and I'll heal myself, you know. Someone in the official forums is mourning because the media tour guys cleared a dungeon without a healer and they've had enough. Oh my god. Brother, those media tour people are like, they're like stacked, man. Like, you cannot, oh my god. You cannot like judge, like the average player will not be able to do it like that. The average player will not be able to clear without a healer. They don't need to worry, man. Giga chat tank mindset lol. No, I don't think so though, because in a way like maybe I'll scare the healer. But yeah, nowadays if I have to go as tank for roulette, I will go as warrior because it's just safer. It's just safer. Warrior has so much good shit in dungeons. Yeah, I think like what Lucy said, the tanks itself didn't get too much changes. It's a lot of like straight upgrades and stuff. Also, Rampart now has a secondary effect which increase healing, the amount of healing done, the amount of healing that they receive via skills, which is good. One T3D, yeah, exactly, yeah. But I think like it's, you know, it's just dungeons. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Like I think people are just worried over nothing as always. Yeah. But yeah, it's just really like tiring when, you know, I'm just saying like a stuff and then like people like take me in bad faith. It's like, if you think that like honestly, if you think that you've never run into any problems, you've never run into a single unhelpful person or a single sprout that has just ignored your instructions and they continue to do the wrong thing, and they don't even notice when the DPS is the one getting aggroed, then like I feel like that's on you. I also saw some people say that, oh, like the community doesn't trust itself. I think that says more about the community than Yoshi P, and I disagree. I think it says that Yoshi P doesn't know his community well enough, you know. And for a game, and for a director who likes to be like in tune with his community, I don't think that's a good look on him. Like I really think that he needs to admit when the community, like parts of the, not all parts of the community is good, and there's actually like players who can be really fucking toxic to people in dungeons. Like I don't really scold people in dungeons, because to me it's like it's just casual content, whatever. Like, okay, like this tank is not doing the best, just deal with it and hope that tomorrow the tank is better, you know? Like like in the end, yeah, it's just a casual content thing, but not everyone is like that, and people will fight. And you've seen so many like people like calling out each other like on Twitter. It's like, how can you say that everyone is nice and there's actually like nobody, like, you know? Yeah, more over tank then you play. It's true, right? Like sometimes I do go as tank for EX roulette because the queue is slow and I'm alone, and I'm just like, whatever, I'll just play tank. And I'll be like, every time I go in as tank, I'll be like, hey, I don't usually play tank. please bear with me. And usually people are quite nice about it because I give them a warning about it, but like I thankfully haven't run into any like mean people yet, but when I don't play tank, I have run into mean people. It's really like shit. And I only think that the reason why I haven't run into many mean people is because we are in the end still playing on a JP server, you know, and JP has a lot more nicer people, and yet I'm still saying this. So I will run roulettes with you and flame you. Okay, then I will report. I report you. If you want to ask, like, I can recount like at least 2 experiences in dungeons that have stuck with me because of how terrible they are. Roulette together, yeah, but if you roulette, then Lucy can't play tank. Let's queue. Are you even subbed? But yeah, so like, oh wait, Lucky, please go and check your sub. Please go and check whether you can resub. I don't want you to like you procrastinate until like Dawn Trail early access and you're like, I can't go in. Yeah, please go try. I'm going to resub on the 28th, then we can queue. Okay. No, you're lying because you will be doing it with the NPCs first. What was it? Yeah, so anyway, the one with the Astro, I think I said it already. It's like, you know, that was when Dark Knight still had 2 stances on, like 2 stances to do the thing. And then you tank, I heal. I tank? Okay. but like I'll have to go in, I'll be like, okay, let me hit the striking dummy first. But yeah, that one was like, you know, I wasn't still very sure, and I think I ran out of MP a lot because I was still trying to learn how to manage my MP. I think the worst thing about Dark starting at level 30 is that the dungeon that you're gonna get for a while will just be Stone Vigil, and Stone Vigil is quite brutal on tanks and healers who don't know what they're doing, which is me, right? But I wanted to do leveling roulette and I got like Stone Vigil. And then I got this Astro who just never used Essential Dignity. Or if they use Essential Dignity, they're using it on other people or something. Time for tea. Oh, okay, bye-bye. I can't believe you guys are still doing it. I thought you all finished already. I know May wanted more weapons, but I thought you all finished already. Okay, anyway, yeah, like, can't retire. If you're not doing 1, 2, 3 in Stone Vigil, you die, but AoE Amethyst. Yeah, it's true. They won't let me retire. Well, that's your fault. When the Meta Dark in Hammerstone was not used to tank stance, so it was a test of your DPS versus the DPS. Ugh. My stream. Yeah, but like basically, like I was still trying to learn how to manage my mitigations and stuff, and the thing is I don't think it was really my fault because the like I said, the Astro was not using Essential Dignity, and also like they only started casting healing spells when I was like if this is, okay, I'm gonna draw on his tits. If this is my health bar, right, this was how much health I had left. Like, this was how much health I had left, and then they will start casting Benefic. And of course, by the time the cast goes off, I'm dead. You know, and they were like, why is your health dropping so low? Like, your health shouldn't be dropping this low, like, at this level. And they were like, they were like, and then they were saying stuff like, are you wearing lower gear? And I was like, no, because all my gear was at the appropriate like eye level for that dungeon. And then they were like, then like, why are you not using grid then? And I was like, I am using grid. Like, both my stances were on, I am using grid. And then they were like, well, then why do you keep dying? And like I said, I didn't know how to answer them, so I just went like, sorry. Yeah, and I think like we managed to finish it, but it was quite bad. And the DPS weren't saying anything. Also, I needed to say that like that the Astro was Japanese. The Astro was speaking in Japanese, and that's also why like I didn't know how to say anything, because my Japanese is not good enough to be like, Kuso, you no heal, you know. I don't know how to say like kaifuku shimasen. I don't know how to phrase it, you know. So like like I didn't know how to, so I just went like, okay, whatever, right? And it was just kind of bad. Like I think that whole dungeon was just really bad. Like I think we wiped like a few more times before we actually cleared, because the guy was just not freaking healing, and it's like, yikes, man. So that, I think because of that, I didn't want to tank for a while, because I was like, oh, maybe I'm really bad at tank, like I don't want to do it. But then like Andrew started at tank, and then he like I followed him as like he still did some himself, and like Andrew is a pretty good tank, so like it was okay. But I told him that like I don't want to learn tank because I had this really bad experience with this Astro, so like I don't really want to tank. It's like, okay, I'll heal. So that really helped me a lot, and that really, and I think like also because I picked it back up in Shadowbringers and the whole tank system got overhauled, so it also helped me a lot. So you can include, they do need to teach new players about gear too. The number of Sprout tanks I meet with slaying gear accessories. Yeah, they do. Like that's the thing. When I made that post about the Hall of Novice, a lot of people assumed that I was just talking about current Hall of Novice, but I mentioned the word upgraded Hall of Novice in the very first tweet, I swear. Okay, like, so it was just very like irritating. But yeah, another one, this was not me, right? This is I was not playing tank for this one. I was playing healer. I was the healer for this one, and the tank was Japanese, but the two DPS, they were friends and they were not Japanese, right? So first of all, these two DPS, like I blacklisted them immediately, like after exiting the dungeon, because the tank was a Sprout, but these guys, like the tank was the only one there that was a Sprout, and I forgot what dungeon it was, but it was one of the Heaven Sword dungeons with like mechanics and stuff. So what the fuck? What? So you playing Monster Hunter World?
Oh. See that shit.
But yeah, so like basically the two DPS would consistently run ahead of the tank, and they would aggro the mobs, and then I would have to heal them, and like they wouldn't care, like they wouldn't even pull the mobs to the tank. They would pull the mobs and they would just stay there. Okay, I hydrate. And the tank obviously did not want to pull wall to wall, but they were forced to pull wall to wall because like the DPS would just run ahead and they would just not help DPS the mobs that the tank already had. So the tank had to run over because the DPS was obviously getting hit and shit, right? And they wrote in Japanese like, hey, please stop like running ahead and getting mobs. Like basically please stop getting the hate from the mobs. Like please leave it to me. And the DPS, they replied, your mama, like, or something to that effect. They like haha clown circles or some shit like that. It was really like disrespectful, and I was just like, what? You know, and like I thought like, oh, maybe they don't understand Japanese, maybe they were just laughing at him, at this poor tank. I don't know. And then so I was just like, the tank is saying that, can you guys please stop running ahead to like take aggro away? Like, can you please just follow the tank? And they were like, we know, we can understand Japanese. And I was like, oh my fucking god, so you guys are just being like mean for no reason, you know? Like on this poor, and they never stopped doing it. They will run ahead, pull the boss. And I think this tank was also new to the dungeon. So basically they will start the boss fight while the tank was still watching the cutscene. And like, I should have just let them die. I should have just let them die and go back to like the starting. But I was stupid and I continued to heal them through it. Cause I think I was still like relatively new. Like it was still in Stormblood, I think. So I was just like, yo, what the hell? And I think that contributed to like, oh, I didn't want to like play tank, because like I had now had 2 instances of this kind of thing happening, and this was even before like Shadowbringers was a thing. So like when people say that there's only nice people in FF, you know, like I think it says more about the people like making these kind of posts. Like I don't think they actually play the game, and I'm like, no, people can have different experiences, and I would appreciate that you don't invalidate other people's like very real and very like traumatic experiences just cause you've never come across it. Like I think that in itself is also not very nice, you know. Like I think they also told someone like, I think people just don't know how to teach new people like how to play, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you think that that is just the issue? Like, you, oh my god, like how high up, how high up is your head in the clouds for you to think that everyone just can't teach as well as you? Like, that pissed me off like so much, you know. But obviously I didn't bother like replying. I think I just like muted them, cause like they don't follow me anyway, so like I just muted them. But it was just really irritating. It's like, oh, no one can have different experiences from me. My experiences are obviously what everyone goes through. It's just so, like, please, you know. Like, no one is pulling all these stories out of their ass. Like, these are stuff that really happened. Like, some people might be exaggerating it, but like, it's a thing that definitely happens a lot. You know, so it's just kind of like, eh. Like, there's still a lot of nice people, and I'm not denying that there's a lot of nice people, but it was just kind of like, not everyone is nice. And I think, like, you know, that ever since Shadowbringers and Endwalker like came about, the probability of meeting a toxic player is very high. It's higher than before, and it's just not an uncommon thing anymore. And I think people should, like, I feel like a lot of people want to still hold on to this belief that, oh, we are in the most nicest community ever, we are in the most, like, there's no toxic people here, we are so nice. And like, it's true that compared to other MMOs, FF14 is still it still has the nicest community when you compare it to other MMOs. But saying that it is a community that doesn't have toxicity in it is like, it's not true anymore. It's really not true. We still have plenty of bad, exactly, yeah. We still have plenty of bad eggs, and pretending like they don't exist is not doing anyone any favor. And I don't like it when people say like, yeah, like, I was so scared playing with people because of posts like this. And it's like, first of all, if you can play well, you do not need to care. If you can do your basics, you should not care because you're still doing your basics. Like, I think, okay, play well is a wrong way of me phrasing it. But as long as if you're a tank, as long as you know how to hold aggro, do not care about people who want you to pull wall to wall. Like don't care about those people, seriously. Like, they have nothing better to do. And like, if you're a healer and you at least just know how to keep everyone topped up, and you still like maybe at least just dot, you know, like, okay, to be fair, even if you don't really know how to dot, it's just a dungeon. I don't think people care. Honestly, I wouldn't really care. I'll be like, oh, they don't know how to use their dots, whatever. Like as a DPS, like, I'll just kill it, I guess, you know. It's not like in a Savage fight where like you do need to meet an enrage. Like, if in a Savage fight you have a time limit, right, and there's a healer who just doesn't use dots, then I'll be like, hey, can you please use your dots, you know, like your dot has been gone for like a long while, like, we do need that damage, you know. So that kind of thing, right? But if it's just in a casual dungeon, like who cares? Just whatever. As long as the party is alive, like, that's good enough for me, right? And if you're DPS, I don't know. Okay, to be fair, I did see some people say like, you know, DPS need to learn how to use their AoE. I agree, but if you tell them and they don't listen, just deal with it, I guess. You know, you're already queued up, just deal with it. If I saw some people say that they would rather take the penalty, and it's like, I guess it's up to each individual, you know, they can choose to take the penalty or not, like, whatever. I think it's just kind of like, people nowadays are way too, like, I don't know, it's because FF14 is like their first game that they can feel good at, but it kind of feels like if you are extra horrible to people in a casual content like dungeons, it kind of just tells me that you don't have anything else that you can be proud of, you know. Like, it's just casual content. At most, it'll take half an hour. If you queue into, I feel like if you queue into, in an MMO, you queue into like a thing publicly, you're gonna have to accept that you will meet players who don't play at your optimal, right? It gets a bit like frustrating, I get it, but especially when it's for casual content where like so many people really don't know your optimized way of playing, and that's fine, because as long as they can do the basic job, like, that's fine, right? But if you have to be toxic to them in casual content, then I kind of feel like that's on you though. Like, you have to be openly toxic to them, like, on the chat, then I feel like that's on you. Because it's kind of just like, yo, just deal with it. At most half an hour, you'll get out of there. Whatever, right? And then maybe if you're still angry, you can tell your friends, like, even good players can play badly at casual content all of this. Yeah, exactly, right? Like the funny triple legend wiped us in casual content. Like, it happens, man, you know. So it's kind of like I just don't see the point in being toxic. You want to complain to your friends afterwards in private, like, whatever, right? That's your own time. You're allowed to do that. But complaining to them and calling them, like, insulting them or scolding them, like, to their face, is just kind of like a low blow. It's like, just deal with it. I think the only time where I would actually, like, verbally kind of, like, call the player out is if, I think, like, this has happened before, like, the DPS just, like, stayed at the entrance and never moved. Like, one of the DPS just stayed at the entrance and never moved, so they were just, like, AFKing the whole time. And I think I did give them, like, a few chances. I was just like, hey, are you online? Like, can you come? Like, are you there? We're going to be at the first boss soon. And then there was no reply. And then we fought the first boss, like, by ourselves. And then, like, I think I just initiated, like, vote kick. I just initiated vote kick. Because, like, the guy wasn't moving. And I'm like, I'd rather wait for another guy that can, you know, move, rather than give this guy, like, a free win. Yeah. I need to go to the toilet for a bit. That happened so much during Roulette's MSQ last time. Yeah, it's true. Okay, I'm gonna go and piss. So I'll be right back. Oh, Kay's gone. Thank you, Kay, for dropping by. I don't think you're here anymore, but thank you for dropping by. Eee, thank you for the good luck. Please get a good rest. But yeah, and then there was a cockroach in my toilet. Yarg! Andrew is slapping it now. Andrew is my hero. He's slapping it. He's slapping that little shit. Oh my god, I'm glad that this is why I have a this is why I have like a break page, like like a be back soon, because like you can't hear me and I scream. I turned on the light and I saw that little menace like running away and I was like, I let out this like really high pitched scream, and Andrew was like yeah, damn katsuo, like, god damn it, man, shit. It was kind of like big also, medium size.
It was really small.
Oh, fuck you, everything is small to you. Okay, you're big. I'm small, so it's medium size to me. Oh, I can smell the bacon. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, like people AFKing. Yeah, I think that's the only time when you can really be like, yo bro, that guy ain't doing anything, you know, and people like, oh my god bro, you are right, let's vote kick. I think Andrew was telling me like a story that kind of happened to his ex-colleague. So like his ex-colleague was doing an alliance raid. I can't remember which alliance raid it was. Was it Auburn? Like Ken. Like he had a thing where like a guy AFK also.
I'm pretty sure that happens to everyone at least once.
Yeah, but I think it was, if I'm not wrong, it was a Stormblood alliance raid, because those are the longest, I think.
Right.
Yeah, so like I think it was just doing alliance raid roulette, and I'm pretty sure they got one of the Stormblood ones, and so like those are the longest ones, right? So there was this guy who AFK'd, and I think like Andrew's ex-colleague was like, oh, like he repeatedly tried to like vote kick, right? And like it kept getting rejected, and he was like, what, why? Like, why are people so nice to this guy? Then I think before they were about to fight the final boss, suddenly a vote kick appeared for the AFK guy, and then it went through. So like it was quite genius, because basically like they wasted so much of that guy's time. They made him waste all his time to the final boss, and then they kicked him. And I thought like, oh, that's beautiful, man. We should do that. We should do that next time. So like it was yeah. Like I have no respect for people who go into AFK, because like we're all paying for our time here. You know, if you're not gonna do anything, you expect us to carry you, like then you shouldn't be playing. You know, just go and play something else if you're so busy. Yeah. I don't know, I think Savage is a different story altogether. Like if people are okay, it's so funny because if people are saying that, oh, people are also nice in Savage, I'm like, ha. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're not playing the same game. Oh my god, I feel like ever since I started PFing like Savage, my blacklist has grown like exponentially. It's kind of insane how many people I have blacklisted on like the game, because oh my god. Yeah, Savage PF is like another nightmare. I don't really blacklist people who cannot play well. Okay, I have, but usually the people I blacklist is because they're freaking like rude. They're freaking toxic. And like oh god. They sometimes get really nice PS. Yeah. No, when we get the nice people, they are really nice. When we get the mean people, they are really bad. So it's kind of like here and there. Like I think some people on my friend list are people that I've strictly met through PF. So and sometimes I recognize names also. And I think when I cleared Peach of S, there was this scholar that was with me. Like they would join all the parties that I was hosting, because we were both trying to aim for that clear. And I think he was like, hey, sorry, I'm assuming their gender, but like they were kind of like, hey, is it okay if I add you as a friend, so that like in the future, if you ever like you know, if you ever need to PF again for like re-clears and stuff, like you can just give me a holler. And I was like, sure. In my head I was like, I'm never doing this fight again, but you know, like since you asked like so nicely, like I wouldn't say no, you know. So I hope they're doing well. They said they still wanted to like do more re-clears for like weapons, and I was like, dang, you are so strong, because like by the time I cleared, because I took a long break, so by the time I cleared it was like past week 10, and like it was the reason why I kept making PFs was because there was no PFs, you know, there was no PFs for like the role I was in. I was playing caster at the time, and I was just like, oh my god, there's either no PFs for like my role, or like the PFs that do have my role are like behind me, you know, they're like slower in proc than I am. So I was like, I'll make the PFs myself, like. So yeah, but I have met some really nice people though. So like definitely there's people out there. It's just like, I think to save like everybody's sanity, I feel that Hall of Novice needs an upgrade, and it should at least make people go through it at least the first time, you know. And they should have a system to recognize whether this is an alt account or not, you know. Like, I think maybe what they can do is that once they have the system to verify, like, if it's an alt account that's playing through, then, like, you know, they, like, do you want to go through Hall of Novice again? Then at that point, it's optional, you know. I feel like it should not be difficult to do that, but who knows. I've met nice people in EX mount parties, like when everyone stays until everyone gets the mount. Yeah. Like, I've joined mount parties before in Shadowbringers for the Stormblood ones, and, like, honestly, they are really nice. Speaking of like mount parties, I was trying to get all the birds, I think. No, not all the birds, all the wolves, like all the Stormblood wolves. And I usually join Japanese parties, but when I join Japanese parties, like I will ask them, hey, I'm English speaking, but I can understand Japanese. Are you okay with me joining? And they're like, most of the time if you ask, like they'll say okay. But some of them will be quite honest, they'll be like, I don't really want to make the others uncomfortable, so like maybe not. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, that's completely understandable. That's cool, right? Time to propose a Rion de Boreal Savage program. Oh my god, she already has one. I think maybe Square Enix should hire somebody like the group of us to teach like mechanics. But yeah, we need more members. They should have a flag to detect outs, since the new blacklist system will block outs too. Yeah, you're right. You are so right actually. Yeah, if they can do the blacklist system like that, then it's very possible for them to have a flag. You're so right, game developer lucky, like with experience. What did mids do? No, wait, how do you know mids? No, like basically there was a point of time where mids open up in quotation marks an academy, like to basically like teach some of the people who've never raided how to raid in Savage Discord. Oh yeah, she was in a Discord with Echo. That one I remember. Yeah, she told me that she knew who Echo was. Yeah. So that was a thing. That would be cool. Yeah. I think that would be cool. Yeah. Honestly, like I'm kind of surprised that it's not really a thing in like NA servers, like, oh, you know, teach, like, hey guys, want to learn how to Savage raid but have no friends? You can sign up for this course guide, you know. Yeah. Okay, but anyway, speaking of mount parties, let me tell a story, because like I felt kind of bad, but basically there was this one time I joined a Japanese party for Suzaku, and I think the goal was to just in the party like description, it was like, okay, we will run it 10 times, like we will clear this 10 times and then see how many mounts we get for it. After 10 times, then we'll disband, and like whoever wants to, like there's no limit on who can, you know, just need whatever. So the luck was so bad that it did not drop at all until the very last round. Like I think we were going through like 5, 7 and stuff, and like they were like, does the mount even exist? Why has it not dropped? Like, why? I think it was not 10 times, it was like 20 times or something. So it was just like we kept going and we were like, what? It's almost like 20, like why is the mount not dropping? You know, does this even exist? And then like on the final run, it actually dropped, and they were like, oh my god, it exists, it actually dropped, and I got it. I rolled like a 47 and I got it, because apparently everyone else rolled lower, and they were like, and they were like, omedetou, and I was like, oh no. I felt so bad. And I was just like, oh, ganbare, like hope you guys get it soon. And they were like, hi. I felt so bad. No, this was in SHB. Like, so we were mount farming. This was on SHB. So like this was already increased odds, like the most increased odds, and it just did not drop until the 20th one. So like yeah, like it was kind of like sad. We were all like wondering like where is this flute? Like it's just not going. Well, I think in like I joined a few like 20 times, 15 times like run. And they were dropping like flies to the point that everyone got it, and we didn't even need to do like the rest of the runs. We're like, okay, Kai-san, and then like we just like like yay. Yeah. I had a really weird mount run where I got it on the first run, but then the party leader disbanded right after the join an S rank. Okay, I mean, I guess he was trying to. I understand. He he probably wanted to just go for like another achievement. He's like, I'm not missing this. Sorry guys, bye. But yeah, it's quite funny. He farming for mount, yeah. He farming for those nuts, nutsack. But yeah, I don't know. I think like the community can be very nice. I'm not saying it isn't, but I think people need to stop lying to themselves. You know, I think people need to stop lying to themselves. But yeah, I think like honestly, when I started Eureka, because I played Eureka so that there's no wall and bar things. It real. I think someone did reply to that person saying that it like I'm glad that you've only had good experiences, but please stop assuming that that's the same for everyone else. And I think like that was just like very true of them. But obviously I think by then they weren't really replying to people, so they probably didn't read it. Like I wouldn't be surprised. So like I did Eureka because I wanted to get the Tankrits. I wanted to get Tankrits like Shadowbringer's triple triad card, but you know like that one is locked behind achievements. I can't remember whether his was the like, oh, defeat this many NPCs or like collect this many cards. I can't remember which one it was, but it was quite high up, and basically I ran out of overworld NPCs to actually like fight. So I started completing quest lines just to unlock more NPCs to fight. I unlocked Heaven on High. Heaven on High, right? Like that's the deep dungeon name. I unlocked that just so that I could play up to the floor and complete the quest so that the NPC would be available to fight. I completed Eureka. I started Eureka and I completed Eureka so that I could fight the NPC as well, so that I could duel the NPC. Like people are like, oh, do you do Eureka for the weapon or for the Osma mount? And I'm like, neither. I did it for Tancred triple triad cut. It was terrible, but I was in the last area. I was in Hydatos, and I think like I was trying to like farm for like EXP just to like complete the last steps. And it was so funny because I think this one Japanese player noticed what I was doing, and they're like, hey, come with me, you know, I can show you how to farm, like I can show you a way how to easily farm EXP. And I was like, oh, okay. And basically it was the sprite farming way. Like it was the one where there's a island of sprites in Hydatos, and then you basically like you basically equip the skill where it reflects magical damage so that it would like they attack you and the damage gets bounced back to them, and then they die, and then you get a lot of EXP. But you need to be able to heal yourself. So that was I ended up not really using that method that much because raid mage, like I couldn't really do it as a raid mage. But I think like that Japanese player, they stayed behind to like help me a bit. And I think at one point like I didn't do it. I was supposed to help like kill a bit, right? And I didn't manage to do it like fast enough because I wasn't really sure how, and they ended up dying like right as the last sprite died. So I didn't die, but they ended up dying, and I was like, oh shit. So like, and you know they are max level, and in Eureka if you die, like you lose EXP. And I think if you die at max level, you basically just get bonked down to like the level below. And I was just like, oh fuck, you know, I was like so scared. I was like, I'm so sorry. And they were like, nah, don't mind. Like, they were like, I can get it back up easily. And they were just very nice. They were like, I've already completed all the content in Eureka. I'm just here to farm for like loot boxes and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I'm sorry. Yeah. And then she's like, no problem. And then I think we started chatting. Like, she was like, oh, she was like, oh, like, do you just start? Like, are you a new player? And I was like, no, I actually started in Stormblood. Then she's like, oh, but you've never done Eureka before? And I was like, I didn't, because like I was just a new player, so I didn't know about Eureka. I think I told her like I joined when Yotsuyu like was a boss, which is basically 4.3. So by the time I completed everything, like the main stuff, like Shadowbringers was coming out already, so I never got the chance to do Eureka. And she was like, I think she was like, oh, so there's people like this too. Oh, that's so interesting. And I was like, yeah, but now I'm doing it because there's not really much things left for me to do. And she was like, oh, I hope you've been having fun so far, because like it's like she likes Eureka. That's why she's still farming it. Yeah, so she's like, I can help out for like another like 10 minutes, and then I have to go out and get groceries. And I was like, oh, and then I think I said something like, you don't need to help me if you're busy, like it's fine, like, you know, I don't really want to keep you here. And she was like, no, it's fine, like I can help you for 10 more minutes. She was really nice. Yeah, she was really nice, and I'm just more surprised that I was able to hold a conversation with her as well. But she was really, really super nice. Yeah. So I think when she had to go off, then she was just like, oh, please have fun. Like, I if you're going to get Osma, like I hope you managed to get him. And I was like, thank you. Yeah, so she was really, really nice. So that was one of the highlights of like playing the game. I don't know. Like, I like it when this kind of stuff happen. So it's really nice. Like, you get reminded that there are really nice people in this game. It's really cool. Then like, I got recognized a few times. I think like it's very embarrassing. Like, I don't mind getting recognized, but I never know how to reply. Like, I'll always be like, thank you, you know, like please don't perceive me, because I feel like once people perceive me, I will play worse. I'll suddenly start to fuck up at like places I've never fucked up before, at places where I didn't know I could fuck up. So like it's very embarrassing. And I think like looking at other people, like they also have like the same thing. Like, it's like they're playing all well and perfect, and sounds like, hey, aren't you that person? And you're like, yeah. And then they're suddenly like, oh shit, I'm dying like for the 15th time in this instance. And so it's just like, oh my god. Yeah. So I think there was one time I was doing posture, and then like I was going as Dragoon because I was trying to level up all my classes to get the Seto mount, trying to get them all up to 80 to get the mount. And then like this person was like, oh, hey Dragoon, I really like your art. And I was like, thanks. And I was like, thank you. And then we never spoke for anything, but I think like I left the party after the next quest. It was like a farm party, right? I left the party after the next quest because I was too embarrassed, and I was like, oh my god, please don't like perceive me. So I left the party. And then the other time was quite nice. So like basically I was doing expert roulette, and I forgot which dungeon it was. It was the one with the second boss is that sexy like Reaper lady, like that death god lady that has the big scythe that many people were like, ooh, I want to play as her, you know. It was in that dungeon. Our tank like suddenly DC'd in the middle of that fight. So tank suddenly DC in the middle of that fight. So like the monk was such a chat, immediately turned on like Riddle of Earth, and then like just became the new tank, and I started like healing him as well, like super chat. And then I think we waited for like a new tank, and then after a while like we just sat around, and then after a while that monk was like, hey, I know you, oh my god. We're like, and I was just like, oh my god. And they were like, oh yeah, I've seen like your art on Twitter a lot, like I really like it. And I was like, thank you. And then I told him like, oh, by the way, like I thought it was so cool that you just like picked up like the tank responsibility like that. Like I like, that's very cool. And he was like, oh, I'm very used to it. I'm like, what do you mean? Like I'm like, oh dear. I was like, oh, I don't think that's a good thing to get used to. And then they were like, yeah, I know, but sometimes it happens, and you just get used to it. And I'm like, whoa. Like, do they get like so many tanks that just have like bad internet? Like, yeah, either that or like they have tanks that don't know how to aggro, so they had to like do tanking a lot. I don't know. It was just like, oh god. But like, I don't know who they are on Twitter, but like they were very nice, and like, yeah, they're very nice. And then I think like when Mitz was piloting my account once, like someone recognized my account and they were like, oh, I like your art. I was like, how did Mitz reply? She just sent me the screenshot afterwards. I don't know how she replied, but I was like, oh my god. Like, that's so funny that of all the time someone recognizes me, like, it has to be when I'm not even like using the account. I wonder if she actually replied thanks. That would be so funny. I'm suddenly very hungry. No. That's a good thing, right? That means I have appetite. Hey, Andrew.
Oh, you want cup noodle or something?
Well, no, I think cup noodles were like, yeah, but I don't know. I'm kind of hungry though. Iconic, yeah.
Fish snacks.
Am I allowed to eat snacks? Mm-hmm.
There's a banana. There's oranges.
Oh, I won't eat the banana actually.
Really?
Yeah, cause banana is the most filling.
Yeah.
Orange is like mostly water.
You don't like the taste of banana?
I just don't like how filling it is, but at this point, like, it is actually helpful. Because I remember, like, some Channel 8 thing was like, oh, one banana is 1 cup of rice or something, and I'm like, oh no, I cannot eat banana. Yeah.
But it helps that it's really good for breakfast. That's why I had it.
Oh, fair. Okay, the main coloring is done, so I just have to do some touch-ups. Let me save. Banana is just carbs after all. Yeah, it is. Before I do that, I'm gonna get water. I will be right back. My cup is empty and my throat is dying. Ah.
I want to say that like I had 2 bananas.
Okay, I'm back. Hello, everybody. I'm back. I have water now. The banana that we have is really, really long. It's a long ass schlong. Oh my god. It is a long ass schlong. So I don't think I can eat the whole thing, but hold on. My ears are blocked. Oh, I saved before I went to get water. Daijobu. Why is my ears blocked? Okay. Nice. Yeah, there's a big long schlong in my kitchen. I'll eat it after the stream. Hey, the first cousin. Oh my god, wait, you had headache and you just stayed on the stream like hearing me? Yeah, please go and sleep. Please go and sleep. Take care. Take care and rest well. Hope your headache goes away soon. Cause what? I decided that eating a melatonin pill before dinner was oh, what's a melatonin? Okay, wait, don't answer that. Go. Don't answer that. Go to bed. Go to bed. Take like sleep early. Sleep early. It's not really that early anymore, but it's before midnight, therefore it's early. Good night. Please rest well. Get well soon. I think like my stomach is still a bit uncomfortable. Like I don't feel it as much when I sit down, but when I get up to like do stuff, I'm like, okay, there's still a bit of discomfort, but I should be okay to go to work tomorrow. I actually got like a 2-day MC. I don't know why the doctor keeps giving me 2-day MC. Like it's not that serious. I don't know. Am I so good at like saying my symptoms that I like the last 3 times I've gone to the doctors, she's been giving me like consistently 2-day MCs, and I'm like, why? Like in the end I don't even use the second day. Like I'm not planning to use the second day tomorrow, because like if I feel well enough I'm just gonna go to work, because I don't like, it's still a bit discomfort, but I don't think it's bad enough. Like if I can draw now, then that means like, you know, I can do work tomorrow. Like I think I was in bed for like half the day, I think. To be honest, my stomach has been weird since Sunday morning. Is it the yakiniku we ate? Is it the yakiniku we ate? Did we not cook it well? Oh god, is it that's the only thing that we ate, like because all the stuff, like Andrew is fine, right? Because like that's the, like if we're both getting stomach problems, then is it the yakiniku? But mine were mostly, but what if it's like the stuff on the rack and it's like not clean, and we are getting like a really bad reaction to it? Like that's the only thing. It's either that or like I don't know. Gasp! No! No. I was like, it can't be the yakiniku because like Lucky is okay, and it can't be anything that I shared with Andrew because Andrew's okay. Oh my god! But apparently you're not okay. Oh dear. Gasp. Now we know. The yakinikus. At first I thought it was because like I did sit-ups during the day. Like I did sit-ups on like Sunday morning, and I thought it was that like oh, you know, my stomach like is hurting because like, oh, I did sit-ups, you know. But I guess it's not the sit-ups. Speaking my guts out on Sunday, yeah, but I didn't think, oh my god, I haven't puked though, but I had very bad diarrhea. Oh my god, wait, if you puke then like I think you got it was, I'm so sorry for recommending that place, holy crap.
Is it yakiniku?
It's yakiniku go, yeah.
Oh.
Same thing lah.
Right, yeah.
Oh no, okay, we will not go there ever again. We will not go there anymore. Now we know. Maybe they didn't clean like the rack properly and there was like stuff on it, I don't know. Cause like I'm pretty sure we like burnt our stuff. Like we both burnt our stuff. We were laughing at like how chalked out it was and shit. Yakiniku like is the authentic one, Go is the SG copycat. Oh no!
Oh, okay.
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 We will not go to Go anymore. No Go. Only like. Sheesh. But their yuzu sauce is nice though, Sai. Maybe the yuzu sauce is also copied. Okay, I'm very hungry, so I'm gonna try and like do this as fast as I can. So I'm gonna take a break from yapping. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, I wanna eat, but I don't wanna eat on stream, especially when I'm so close to finishing. You know, and it's like banana. Banana is like gross sounds. It's like slop slop and all that stuff. You know, it's not an appetizing sound. Gee, does anyone even watch like mukbangs? Like I can't watch mukbangs because I personally find the sounds of like eating very like gross. And you know, like they always consume like Does drawing food make you hungrier? No, not really. Like, I think the only time when I got a craving after drawing the food was when I drew a croissant for the Ishgard pages. And then I was like, I think I'll buy a croissant tomorrow, like at work. So I bought a croissant. But I kind of regretted buying it because the croissant was not very good. Like, it's okay, but it's not very good croissant. It's all croissant, by the way, like all croissant. Like, it was okay. It's like an okay croissant, but like it was good only because I bought the chocolate one, and you know, like they will spam the chocolate at least. They're quite generous with the chocolate. So that was what made it good. But the croissant itself, like the pastry itself, was like I'm not even that much of a foodie, but even I could tell that I was like, yeah, this is kind of a mid croissant, I think. But I think like all croissant has not, like, even though their specialty is croissant, like people say that I've heard from so many people that like the croissants are like very mid. It's not that great. So yeah. Oh. That be about it. Okay. Other than that, like, no, I'm actually quite surprised. I thought I would be hungry, but not really. But like drawing these, but I guess I'm not really affected. I'll be like, I'm just drawing these. It's just a mince draw. So I don't really get affected. Does anyone have like good croissant recommendations or like good like pastry like places recommendations? I get influenced easily by cravings when I read fanfics. Oh. But I think you're a foodie though. Like you like to like sample the foods. So I think it's not that surprising, I feel. Like for me, like Andrew always gets like shocked by this, but like I can literally eat like the same thing for a very long time. Like I will just, if I say like, oh, you know, I like this thing, I will really try like anything new. So I think like because of that, like I like eating good food, but like I'm not someone who will actively go out and find it. Yeah. Like I was telling him when I was in elementary school, like I literally ate the same thing like for 2 years for like lunch. Because I just didn't feel like trying anything else. I was like, this is such a good meal. Like, this is my favorite meal. Why would I eat anything else? Like, there's no variety. I can very easily have no variety in what I eat. I drank like oolong, like water for like 5 years before I finally like managed to break out of my addiction. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I know about Brother Bird, but the thing is like I don't think they open like that early because I want to like get it before work. You know, I don't like to like snack after lunch and stuff. Like, I feel like it makes me fat. Yeah, like their croissants are good, but the thing is like they don't open early enough, I don't think. Unfortunately. Maybe next time if like my colleagues get it, then yeah, Starbucks is decent. Okay, maybe I'll check it out. I always have this like feeling that Starbucks is like expensive, but then again, all croissant isn't even really that cheap either. It's like $4 for croissant. Okay. Is there anything I need to clean up? Oh yeah, his eyes. Wait. Oh my god, I'm really hungry. I'm really hungry. So the thing is, like, I've also had extensive I have an extensive history with gastric. So whenever I feel hungry, I'm like, I will eat. Good evening. It's so close to midnight once again. Good evening, Nakama. I like how like you popped into like Michi's stream, and he was like, "Oh, I like, are you from a different time zone?" Because it was like midnight and you said good evening. I was like, "No, they just like you just do that every time." It's so funny. Good evening. Good night. Okay, I'm gonna be done soon, so ooh. Ooh. Okay. Oh god, I'm so hungry. Help. Okay. I think that's about it. Let me just do some overlay. Oh my god. I sat on my leg and now it's numb. It's numb as shit. Why did I do that? Wait, what? Oh. Okay, I just realized like Ithra isn't really looking at MAGNAI, so I need to change that. Like he's not looking upwards. He's like looking at the bow that MAGNAI is holding, so that's not good. Okay. Okay, yay! Yippee yay! Yippee ki yay! Let me see if I can. New correction layer, gradient map. Okay, wait, I need to. Actually, this one is kind of nice. Go with the second one. Second one's kind of nice. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think we're done. Wait, I need to... Okay, yeah. This is the outline. I'm going to just color over this outline so that it matches. It doesn't feel like it's just a big black blob like right there. I'm surprised that you're still here, Clement, even though like I've just been talking about FF14 like the whole way. Thanks for staying. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. So I realized that because usually I do all the text stuff like afterwards, after I've like completed the whole thing. So you guys have never really seen like what the text kind of is supposed to look like. So the idea is that, you know, it's like their favorite places and their favorite foods from each places. Chilling, even though I don't understand the FF talk. Thanks for chilling. But yeah, so it's like the concept is that this is like their favorite foods, like each of their favorite foods from like the specific area. And then like I'm adding all these like comments, you know, just to be like, oh, this is like Cyrax's choice, is what he thinks about the curry. So like the kind of it kind of like shows more. It's like a fun book, but it also like tells you more about them. At least I hope it tells you more about them and like their choices. So yeah, this is usually I do all this after, but I thought that, you know, I want to complete this today. I don't want to have to like do the text like tomorrow, and then I don't feel like doing like anything else tomorrow. So I did all the text so that like on stream I could just color this and like that's it. So yeah, I'm very proud of this roast beef that I did. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. So yeah, this is like the full page kind of thing. This is like the closest. This is basically like the finished product. The only thing that's not finished is the text. Like this is not like the body text. I'm gonna do it in Photoshop because Photoshop like it's easier to keep it in shape. So I will. It's not final, but it's as final as it's gonna get for now. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for coming to the stream. I'll probably end stream. Is Lappy still raiding? Is Lappy still streaming? Because if she is, then I'll raid her. Oh, she is still streaming. Okay, yeah. We're gonna raid into Hoshino Lab Place. She's a VTuber, and she was boofing at Doki Doki, and I think she is like chatting about her experiences there. So yeah, let's go and say hi to her and stuff. Raid Hoshino Lab Place. Thanks for coming, guys. I will be sending you guys to her. Please give her some love, and see you guys next week. Oh right, wait, on Wednesday I'll be on Ryan's channel for the Talking About Conventions podcast with Sherms and Kelp. So like tune into that on Ryan's channel. If actually wait, let me rate it later. Let me shout out Ryan. What's her name? Oh my god, Ryan. Shit. Never mind. Yeah, but yeah, I'll probably like retweet the announcement like when it happens. So yeah, please look out for that and come and join us. Also, like if you have any questions, remember to tweet ask it under Ryan's tweet. Okay, I'll be sending you guys off now. Bye bye. Thank you for coming. If it's nighttime, please get a good rest. If it's daytime, please have a good day. Drink water, drink lots of water, take care of yourself. Bye bye.